We're in the kitchen. It is a great day to be alive and to be making desserts. So, Chef Jamika Pessoa is about to join us. I'm Ginger. This is Miles. What would you like? What? He's already helped start to taste test all of the things that we're gonna make. We're making 2 desserts today, and these are ahead of Memorial Day weekend. Really beautiful desserts. What's that? More cake?
No, more cake.
Hand pie ice cream sandwiches and Mojito berry trifles. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get Chef Jamika on. She's gonna join us. Chef Jamika, when you get on here,
Can I have more today?
I was thinking that we should do a live jelly bean challenge right now with cake. You know, while we wait. Because it looked like I had you for a second and then you went away. Hold on, let me see. There she is. Okay. She should be coming in any moment. Chef Jamika Pessoa. Can what?
Hello.
Well, hello.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can't see you yet.
Yeah, it looks like I'm frozen. What's going on?
This one?
Come on. Hi, everybody out there.
Well, I'm working on getting Miles, my 2-year-old here. He's trying to help us right now.
Oh, that's so sweet. I threw my 3-year-old out because I knew we'd get nothing done with her. Wait, I'm still frozen. Let me try to maybe log back on.
Maybe come off and come back on.
Okay, be right back, guys.
No, more.
I don't know what he's saying. Can anyone translate for me? We're waiting. Chef Jamika's gonna try to come back on. Here. You tell everybody what it is that you want again.
Yummy cake.
Yummy cake?
No, yummy cake.
Camp?
No.
This is my life. Trying to figure out Miles. Hey, do you love pasta?
No.
You don't? Because your shirt says it.
No.
No? Do you guys think while we're waiting, should we do a live jelly bean challenge? My husband said we can't do one for tape because it's too old, but I think live hasn't been done. Miles, okay, I'm gonna get one thing while Chef Jamika comes on. I want you to sit right here, and when I'm back, you can have all those pieces of cake, but you have to wait, okay? Can you wait? Can you be patient? Can you wait for mommy, but then when I get back, you could have all of it? Okay. Yeah, you can have it, but just be patient, okay? Okay, you be patient, and when I get back, you can have some. Did you have any? You guys tell me, did he have any? Anybody? I don't know if the live jelly bean challenge is going to work, but I was trying for it. Did he? Please tell me. Did you eat? No? Well, then you get one. Yay! Yeah! Good boy. Okay, so that is all part of our desserts that we're making. So Chef Jamika, now that I think you should be able to come back in and we should be able to do this. And Miles is pretty happy because he's munching on butter pound cake. I know that makes me happy.
Trying again.
I hear audio again.
But you can't. I don't know why I'm not moving. That's so weird.
Huh. That is strange because I don't even see you. I just see connecting. Maybe if Tony or somebody who's...
I see my face, but just staring at you. It's frozen.
Yeah, he was a good listener. I don't know if you saw it. We were just doing a live challenge, and he did pretty well. Look at that. Look at your cake. So, Tony, if you're on and you're watching, let me know if there's something else that we could be doing.
Sorry about that, guys.
He did win the challenge.
Miles did excellent.
More. Okay, but this is your last piece, okay?
We got to save it to cook with, Miles.
I like this.
Yeah.
He likes this cookie, he said. He did win the challenge. Thank you guys for watching. If you're just coming in, this is Miles. I'm Ginger. We're in the kitchen, and we are trying to get the tech stuff right. Chef Jamika Pessoa is going to be joining us. No, that was the last one. Oh, here we go. And she's going to help us make some Memorial Day desserts. Do you want to eat the whole bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Before dinner?
Yeah.
How about you have a couple of berries? Ooh.
No,
Oh, don't throw that, please. Please help.
I want more.
I know you do, so you just have to wait 1 second. But you guys are gonna love these desserts that we're making. They are so red, white, and blue, and I think Chef Jamika will have. I know you want more, but you have to be patient. Oh yeah, that was nice.
Once again, you can hear me, but you can't see
Yeah,
me.
that is so interesting.
Oh my goodness, Ginger. Okay. Well, do you want
Let me check with Tony
to?
and see if he can help us. I hear you saying, please.
And I cleaned my kitchen and everything. We got to make this happen.
We will make this work. Don't you worry. Hopefully he can help here. Hey.
Sorry about that, everybody out there.
Should I let Miles have one more? I guess
Yes.
that's like a pull. Oh, okay, one more and you go with Daddy.
Lucky boy.
Ben,
How are
I
you?
miss you. You can't see me, but I see you. I miss you.
I hear your voice. How are things?
Oh, good. I'm liking it here.
Maybe we do have to go off and restart. Okay, let's try that.
Okay, this.
Chef Jamika, I'll be back. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Come back when we come on. Welcome back. And I say welcome back because I'm Ginger, you're in my kitchen, and we were having some tech issues. So Chef Jamika Pessoa is going to come on and help us make some Memorial Day desserts. This has got to be one of the most sweet that I've done so far. I think you guys are gonna love these recipes, and they're so perfect for this weekend. So let's try to. She's been very patient, so we appreciate it because sometimes this tech stuff doesn't work. And if you were with us, my 2-year-old Miles was here trying to eat half the stuff that we had, but no, wasn't gonna happen. Oh wait, it says connecting. Are you there? Yes,
Here.
it worked.
Nice.
Great. I'm so happy to see you. From my kitchen to yours. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to mine. I miss being with you in studio, but we're going to act like we are right next to each other.
That's right. This has been so much fun to be able to virtually cook with people. And today, when I saw those recipes, I was like, number one, I hate Danielle, the producer, because she's making me make so much dessert at home. But I also love, because this is something I don't spend time on. And I think on your blog, you've got tons of recipes. It's beyond just the recipes for food. You have cocktails, you have entertainment ideas, and it's something that you have kind of made a whole experience. Would you say that?
Yeah. I call myself the resident party girl. Like, if you don't have a reason to celebrate, then you come find me and I'll give you a reason to celebrate. So it starts with food for me, but I turn it into a full-on experience. And dessert is a great way to start. And I feel like dessert is a thing that kind of gets left behind. Either you go to the store and buy it, especially for like the holidays, big holiday coming up. You go buy the store because you're intimidated by baking or making dessert. Today we're taking intimidation out because we're going to look like we baked something really good, but it's really the simplest thing you've ever seen in your life.
And a lot of store-bought parts, and it's actually super easy. So go to chefjamika.com. She'll have the recipes. We already have the recipes on goodmorningamerica.com. And we're going to make hand pie ice cream sandwiches and also mojito berry trifle, right?
Yes, and the mojito it's G-rated. I'm making it G-rated so the kids can eat it, but we're going to talk about the grown folks way we can make it too.
I just realized I didn't preheat, so okay, it's done.
Oh, yes. Preheat oven. I've got mine preheated. Everybody preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And we're going to get started. You got your pie crust ready?
I do, and I unrolled one of them. It said
good.
So
you're already ahead of the game. Good. I'm just going to show them really quick. I have some flour for dusting. And you buy your pie crust in the refrigerated section of the store. It comes 2 in a box.
Yeah,
which is great.
The kind in a roll. But so I have 2 of those kind, but then I have like the makeshift. Can I use? It said 3, and now I only have this kind. Is that all right too?
Now that one in the pie pan, it's a little bit more difficult to get out and do what we're trying to do with it.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I say 3 in the recipe if you're making for like 10 people. If you just want to make for like the family, then it's fine.
Okay.
There we go. Get the camera back. There we go. If you just want to make for the family, it all depends on how large you make your pies. And so you're fine with 2. Okay?
Okay, let's do that.
So we have them rolled out. I have a 2-inch And you can hold off on that second one. We're going to start with the first one here. We're going to start making our rounds. So I have about a 2-inch one. If you have 3 inches at home, the bigger the cutter, the less yield you'll get with the pies. So the bigger pies you get. With a 2-inch one, I think I can get like maybe 7 out of this round.
This is the only cookie cutter I had as a heart, but that'll work.
Oh,
Right?
well, that's even better. You can do a heart. That means you love everybody you're cooking for.
Okay.
You can even do stars if you're doing Memorial Day or 4th of July, whatever you have. Or if you don't have a cutter, use like the top of a can or something like that. The most important thing is to go as close to the circles as possible. You don't want to be jumping around.
Right.
Because you want to get the most out of your pie crust.
Because this is not a crust that you're putting back together like you would with like cookie dough.
No, I mean, we can re-roll what we have left over. We'll talk about something fun we can do with that.
Because I love a good efficiency.
Oh yes, I'm going to show you how to make this pie dough, because the thing is, I love making pie, well, eating pies, but I don't really care for going through making the crust and letting it sit. Like I got things to do. Like I'm a busy mom. I got places to be. The kitchen is one place I love to be, but I don't want to be there all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And how is the family? Everybody doing well?
Everybody's fine. I got a sassy 3-year-old that is telling me what to do and how to do it and how to get there. So I'm basically just been taking orders. And my husband is just saying, yes, dear, whatever you say. Yes, dear. So.
Well, I know you know my husband.
Oh, yes. He should come to the kitchen, too. Now, Ben is the funniest thing in the kitchen. It's like wrangling in a child, but so much fun. I just adore cooking with him.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun over here. Whenever we do a live together, it's something else.
Oh gosh, when you roll out cut out your circles or whatever your shape is, go ahead and put it on I have a baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. So go ahead and start to arrange them.
Okay.
And you don't have to be touching. They don't have to be, they don't have to social distance themselves from each other.
Okay.
Just make sure that they're not touching.
So Chef Jamika, tell me, like, while we put these together, what got you into this? Like, why are you a chef? What started?
Oh goodness, the craziest thing. I never said I wanted to be a chef. I just grew up in the kitchen with my grandmother, and she was the resident chef. She could make anything from scratch, no recipes, and I just adored her. And I hung out in the kitchen all the time, and I admired what she did with food, but I never thought of it as a career. I went to school to be a business executive, got my degree, got in the workplace, and then I realized I hated my job. I was like, I don't want to be here all day. This is boring.
I don't want to do this. Yeah.
So it was like, as soon as I put that out in the atmosphere, they started laying people off, and I got in that number. It was like, okay, I got to figure something out here. What am I going to do? And I went back to the thing that I always loved doing, which was cooking. And I was like, I know that I can always be in high demand if I'm a chef. So I went to culinary school and started, and it was just like I had to take several steps back working in corporate and then having to start over. Yeah. But it was the greatest move, moving back to go forward and propel into something I love to do. The best decision that I've ever made. Ever.
You went with love.
So yeah, I always say when you're not in uncomfortable situations, that's probably where you need to be to make you move into something even greater. So, a little story for everybody out there.
Yes, please.
All right. So,
a lot of people may be finding themselves in kind of that spot. Like, what is
this? And I think this is the time to kind of sit back. And for me, I kind of evaluated, and I wrote down literally on a piece of paper, and I drew a line down the middle, things that I'm good at and things that I'm great at. So I was like, yeah, I can kind of sing, but I don't think I could be a singer for a living. But I'm great at entertaining, and I'm great at making people laugh, and I'm great at cooking. And it was just like all the arrows kept leading to food and entertaining and being a chef. And it was just like, it's so obvious. Why haven't you done this? So I suggest to people, just kind of sit down. You got the time. Sit down and kind of figure out what you're good at, what you're great at, and it'll lead you to that direction. All right. Are you done?
I am done.
Okay, so we have these laid out on your parchment paper, and the second one's already laid out. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with start filling our pie, so everybody can start getting hungry here, all right? Okay. So we have, what do you have? What type of preserves?
Raspberry and blueberry.
Raspberry and blueberry. I have strawberry and blueberry. Okay. So, and I have like a half teaspoon here, and this is the easiest thing to do to fill these little pies, all right? So scoop out a half a teaspoon. I know you're going to want to put a lot in there, but don't, because it's going to overflow and burst. Just put a little bit in the middle, and however many circles or shapes you get out, just make sure you have an even number. It doesn't really matter how many you get, just make sure it's an even number, because we want to match up at the end when we make our pie. So you'll do half one flavor.
Yep.
So for me, I'll do half strawberry, and then the other half I will do blueberry.
Great.
And you can do cherry, you can do raspberry, it's really good. If you make preserves at home, anybody out there that makes preserves, this is the thing you want to make.
My parents make their own cherry, peach, like every type of preserve, and they grow it all on our farm. And they are so good. It's good. It makes such a difference.
I can only imagine. And the thing is, Robert, you can do any flavor. Now, we're doing red and blue colors because this is going to be a red, white, and blue kind of dessert in the end. But you can do peach would be amazing. Yeah. You can do guava, any type of flavored chutney you like. Like, you can really have fun with this.
And if you're just joining us, this is Chef Jamika Pessoa. We're making hand pie ice cream sandwiches. And then we're also going to make a mojito berry trifle.
Oh, yeah. We're going to keep the party going all day. I promise you that. All right. And these are very simple. And we virtually done no work. Like, we just basically made some shapes out of pie crust. And this is where you can toss some flour on your face and look like you're working hard when everybody comes home.
Look what I made for everyone.
Like, honey, I've been slaving all day to make you this pie. That's what you really do. I'm a great actress, by the way.
That was on your list, huh?
I was like, I'm not a great actress, but I can act like I work really hard. All right. So then you fill half and half. And we'll come back to our second pie crust, and we'll go ahead and cut those out really quickly.
Oh, I used the other side, so I'm gonna be.
Oh, you did that already. Okay. So then let me show you what you're gonna do. You have a little thing of water.
Yes.
Little bowl of water. Everybody here, a little finger bowl of water. Make sure your hands are clean.
Yep.
And you're just going to go around the edges of each of those filled pies. Because this is how you're going to start to seal it.
I could do that.
Around the edges. And you don't need a lot of water because too much is going to make it sticky.
Okay.
Just a little dab, 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 like you're putting on a little perfume behind the ears, just a little dab, dab, dab.
Now, you said that this had to be a rimmed baking sheet. I only have one rimmed baking sheet. That's why I didn't do more. Should I do the other pie crust and then just put it on an unrimmed, or is it going to explode?
No, it's not going to explode. As long as you have it on a parchment paper, you're totally fine.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do that then.
Yeah, you can put it on anything that you have, but the parchment paper will help if anything kind of seeps out the side.
Yeah.
But no, I say when you're in the kitchen, I give you the recipe. It's the suggestion. You really make the rules, and you tell me if it worked or not, okay?
Okay.
It's your kitchen. You do what you need to do.
Because I'm going to do that so that otherwise, like, what am I going to do with this other pie crust?
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can make as many of these as necessary. If you're having a crowd, well, you shouldn't be having crowds over, but if you're having a few friends or family over, you can make more. You can also cut these circles out and freeze them for later.
Yeah.
When you, if you cut out too many and you're like, oh, wait, I don't need all these pies, you can save the discs already cut and then use them for later.
Okay.
All right, did you dab yours with water?
I dabbed some of them. I can move on to the water. Yeah. Bean, now Chef Jamika wants you to say hi. Come on. Oh. Now that she could see you. You can see her.
Hi. That's my
Yay!
waist. That's my waist.
Ben, my friend.
How are you?
I am good. Look at that man with that husky beard. Look at that.
That nose. My God.
See, my beard started coming in too. I shaved mine. I had to get rid of it.
Okay. You're making healthy things, I see. This is great. This is wonderful. This is so nice.
We're making pies. And the thing is, this is with the kids too. If you want to get the kids involved, I always say I love free labor. Get their little hands in there.
Yeah, let's get them.
Shaking. Well, if they're screaming, you don't want to get them in there.
We don't know what's happening in that room right now.
There are a lot of screams.
I'm going to go check.
Once they stop screaming, then you get them in.
Right, exactly.
All right, so after you dab the edges of your one that's filled, Then you're going to take your empty tops and put them on top of those and just kind of press them gently on top of the filled pies like so.
Because and this is just one half. This is what was kind of amazing about this recipe. I was like reading it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, the recipe I put there, I think feeds like 10 people.
Yeah.
So you'll get maybe like 40 pies, but once you put them together in ice cream sandwiches, then it turns into like 10 and everybody gets 2. So like I said, you can make these larger and do like a 3-inch cutter or 4-inch cutter and get less pies, or you can make them smaller and you can end up with a ton of pies.
Are you fork the edge or?
Fork the edge.
Yes. Hey. Take your fork and just gently press on the sides. Now you should have like, it looks like a ravioli. You might have a little bit of a lump in the middle where so you can kind of gently press that down just a little bit. Don't let it ooze out, and then start to seal with your fork. And if your fork starts to stick, if your dough is real soft, you can dip it in the flour a little bit and then come right back and then keep going around the edges.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
satisfying.
And this
This
is going
is
to
my
keep
kind of
all
food.
the...
This is the food that Ginger doesn't eat, but I eat it all the time because it's my favorite thing. I'm a pastry fanatic.
He is.
Well, and it's the holiday. I've already started celebrating my weekend. I'm going to have a great time. So it's like, I don't eat like this all the time, but sometimes you just got to reward yourself. You've been in the house all the time. Every day is a holiday for you, and you celebrate like it's every day.
Yeah.
I love you for that. You party like a rock star every day, Ben. All right. So all of yours should be sealed. You are fast, Ginger. Look at you.
Well, I'm trying to catch up because I think I decided late that I was going to do more.
You got a little overzealous and was like, wait, I want
And
to
now
pull
I
back.
got to remember like which ones are blueberry and which ones are raspberry.
Now that's the hard part in this game. You got to remember which side was blue and which side was red. If you let your kids do it, I don't know what they might just toss up all of them. If you want to put a little mark on the top so you can kind of remember, that's up to you.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or you can have a fun game. I turn everything into a game. You can have a guessing game, and they can guess what flavor it is.
It's like a gender reveal for jam.
You could do this with a gender reveal. That would be so cool. Everybody take a bite of their pies and see what's inside. That would be so cool.
Yeah. I have a blueberry.
It's a boy, I think. Okay. All right, so we go around with all of the edges, and this is going to seal in from your preserves leaking out. I know people are like, oh, I only have jelly in my pantry. Can I use jelly? You can. The reason why I prefer preserves is because you get some kind of chunks of fruit. Yeah. So it at least makes it look like you maybe added some real fruit to it. With jelly, you just kind of get the sugar and the flavor.
Could you use real fruit?
You could use real fruit, but then it has more water content, and then you may get a leak out with your pastry. So I wouldn't. This is the easiest pie. You know what? I started doing this right after I had my daughter, and of course, as a chef, everybody thinks I'm cooking all the time anyway. Right. So people will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna come visit you. You had a new baby," and then they're like, "Oh, did you cook anything?" I'm like, "I just had a new baby." So I ran the kitchen. I was like, what do I add? Because they're not going to leave if I don't feed them. And I just whipped this pie up, and it's become a thing now. Every time people kind of like text me and say, what are you cooking? I'm like, I got your pie. So it's the quickest, fastest thing you can make. Yeah. And it smells like you baked a pie all day. And it can be any flavor, preserve or jelly you have in your pantry.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to get the fork going soon, but I think I'm doing all right.
You're doing amazing. You got some fast hands, my friend.
I'm always, you know what it is? You know what it is? I'm working always on TV time, and the best part is that we have as long as we want, and I forget that.
I know. There's no producer saying 3, 2, out of here, go start.
And I don't have Pete yelling in my ear telling me to rap. So hot.
We've got all the time, and everybody's hanging with us. So that's the great part. You know what? While you fork that, I'm going to tell everybody what they can do with their leftover pie crust. So if you have any extra scraps, you can roll them up in a ball. You can do many things. You can save this for another smaller pie. You can roll it out, let the kids play with it. Or what I like to do, I save it for later and then let it come back to room temperature. If I need a good snack or something, I roll out the dough, not too thin, about the same width and length that it was when it was originally the pie crust.
Yeah.
I put a little egg wash and carbonado sugar, cut it into triangle shapes, and then I make a fruit and I bake it off until it's crispy and golden brown. Then I make a fruit salsa, and then it's almost like pie crust chips that you can dip in with a fresh fruit salsa. So it's the coolest thing. It's the easiest thing. Just basically roll it out, cut it, egg it, sugar it, bake it, and eat it. That's what you do.
I've always been an efficiency person, but now more than ever, it's like we want to make sure there's so much uncertainty. There's so much, it's like this is a great way to feel like you're really getting the most out of your
It is, because once the next big craze comes about, it was toilet paper, it was beef, you never know. It might be pie crust and preserves. You need to buy all of them in the store.
Wait, you know that I still can't find yeast.
Yeast? You can't find yeast?
No, it's like there was a run on it, and it was probably because everybody thought they were going to make their first sourdough starter in the world.
Oh, that is true. Everybody was on the bread kick. I couldn't find beans, which I was like, now I understand where everybody bought toilet paper, because they ate all those beans.
We had all the beans. We had plenty of beans here.
Well, yeah. Well, then you all were a very musical family. There you go. All right.
You know Ben was, because that's his favorite.
All right, so you finished sealing those up. Let me see. I'm trying to count and see how many. You got a lot of pies. And they're so cute. You got to do them again for Valentine's Day because they're heart-shaped.
Yeah, mine's just, I love on all holidays. That's what I'll go with.
But yeah, and you can do so many different fun shapes you can do for whatever holiday. And this can also go for Christmas.
Chef, can you tell everybody again your website and where these recipes will be? I know we posted them on GoodMorningAmerica.com, but tell them where they can find your blog and everything.
Of course. I am at chefjamika.com. So that's ChefJamika. And you'll see a big old picture of me, my big old face. And then you'll see I have over 80 recipes. I'm always recipe testing and adding more. So you'll get light bites if you're trying to eat healthier. If you're on you got that quarantine 15 going, I've got light bites. If you want family style recipes, I have that. I've got cocktails, because I believe you can pair a cocktail or a mocktail with just about any situation. So I've got lots of drink recipes, and I mean, you can run the gamut. Just type in search words and something great will pop up for just about every holiday and anything that you're craving. And then also I have my blog. I call it Conversations, Cocktails, and Confetti. So it's all about celebrating and finding ways to celebrate with the ones you love. And I also give tips and lifestyle hacks and just fun ways that you can utilize what you have and try to just take care of yourself. Like, we're so busy and we kind of decompress a little bit, but you still got to take care of yourself. So I give lots of tips to busy parents, how to take care of yourself, what to do with your kids, all that fun kind of stuff. So chefjamika.com, and then also on social media. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me, because you're missing out, because I give you lots of tips.
Well, good. That fit perfectly, because now I've got these ready to go. Now we got to do egg wash, right?
Yes. So you have an egg, beaten egg, and just a little bit of water in a bowl.
I don't think I have a brush. Oh, wait, I do. Okay, never mind.
If you don't have a brush, you can use a spoon and just coat it on with the back of the spoon. Whatever you have is what you use. That's what I said.
I found one.
Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and start mine so everybody can see. And you just lightly brush on the tops of your little pies.
And this was water and egg. Sorry, I should have been.
Yes, a teaspoon of water and 1 egg. And you beat both of those together. And I know people want to put so much egg wash on it. I don't know what they think they're painting their face or putting on makeup. Like, you don't have to put a lot. This is just to the beautiful golden brown, that brown sheen that you get when you buy professional pies. This is why you're doing that. Okay?
I don't know why, but your audio now sounds like you're in outer space. Did something change?
Oh, I am not an alien. No.
Oh, wait.
Is that better?
That's better. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. You were going solar for a second there.
I am not a robot. I'm here.
Okay, so now we've got the egg wash, really light. So I went a little heavy at first, but I've made these up.
It's okay. Yeah, you don't need to do too much. It just make sure you evenly coat it on, because sometimes you put too much in one corner and then it makes the crust soggy, and then you don't put enough in the other corner.
Nobody wants a soggy crust.
Nobody wants a soggy crust. All right. So you've got yours washed.
Yes.
And then we have turbinado sugar. You'll see it in the grocery store, or called sugar in the raw. Start putting just a light sprinkle on top of each pie.
Okay.
And the reason why we're doing this is going to help with color and flavor, give it a little sweetness, because remember, we didn't add any sugar to our recipe with just the preserves in there, but it also gives it a little bit of texture. So you'll get a nice little crunch. This sugar will not melt as it bakes. It stays on there, so it's a nice little textural bite with our pies. So I love doing turbinado sugar when I'm baking, especially with pastries. Just a nice little boom on top. And you're already eating the sugar, so that's even better.
I mean, I've been eating these berries like, I don't know how many I can have left. Okay, so this pops in the oven now.
Yes, we are done now. Let's pop it in the oven. I'll put it in mine. And our oven is set at 400 degrees. And set your timer anywhere from 14 to 16 minutes. Mine baked perfectly at 14 minutes. So set it at 14 and then check it, and you should be good to go.
Okay. So while it's cooking, I know you have a whole nother recipe for desserts.
Yes. Now we're going to really get the party started with our mojito. Oh, yes. Yeah. So do you love a good cocktail, Ginger?
You have no idea. Like, that, you know, my husband doesn't drink at all. And so, not at all, but he just really doesn't even like it. I was a bartender, and so I enjoy it.
Oh, well, then you know how to make the best drinks then.
I don't know about that, but I like to drink them still. I'm out of practice.
Well, no, I'm a fruity drink kind of girl, so I love it. That's why I love a mojito. The more you put in it, the mint, the lime, it almost looks like a fruit salad at the top when I'm done because I put so much fruit in it. But I love just something pretty that either matches my outfit or makes me feel like I'm on a tropical something.
See, and I love looking at those, but I can't drink them. I always drink. I'm really boring. I'll just have like whiskey straight. I don't even put my tea in it. Yeah, I'm rough.
Yeah, you're like, whew, I had a bad day. I'm like, let's party.
Yeah.
All right, so our mojito berry trifle. You've seen trifles before. This is a fun rendition that mimics the cocktail in flavor. It doesn't have the alcohol, but I will tell you if you want to add your alcohol, how we can do it, okay?
Okay.
So, and it's just, a trifle is a layered dessert. So we have our cream layer, we have fresh fruit, and then we have some type of cake or cookie, whatever. We're using pound cake today, okay?
Yeah.
Pound cake is my favorite. And it's
pound cake is not right. It is not right for my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could eat the entire pound of cake every time.
Well, that's the whole thing. You put a pound of butter in there, it makes a pound cake, and it adds a pound to your hips. But who's counting, okay? The good thing is we're not eating the whole cake. We're using pieces of the cake in this one, okay?
Okay, so start me off.
Start it off with some cream cheese. And I'm using reduced fat cream cheese. Makes me feel
we
better.
have a pound cake coming. So we might as well.
You gotta feel better about it when you're using reduced fat, right?
Could you,
and make sure
do you
it's
ever,
soft.
on your blog, do you have any ideas for like dairy substitutes and stuff like that?
I do like some vegan stuff. I have a pie on there that uses makes with aquafaba. So it's the vegan whipped cream that you use with garbanzo beans.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that one?
Yep.
You guys know about aquafaba? Yeah, you use the liquid from the garbanzo beans, you whip it up, and it's vegan whipped cream. It has no dairy in it. It's a really good recipe.
Okay. So this is 8 ounces of cream cheese. Then.
And make sure it's softened. Mine's been sitting out for a while, so you can definitely get some whip action going.
Well,
and then, there you go. Use those muscles, girl. And then I'm adding in some vanilla yogurt and non-fat yogurt.
How much of that?
I have a cup and a half of yogurt. And some people do their trifle with like whipped cream. I like to do mine with cream cheese and yogurt for a couple of minutes. One, I love a good cheesecake. So this will give you the creaminess on your palate and the tanginess of a cheesecake, but you don't have to bake it, which is great. And then it also holds up a lot better because if you're doing this as a summer dessert, if you do that whipped cream, you don't want your whipped cream to break on you and start to melt. So the cream cheese helps hold it together a lot better.
Okay.
And then with the yogurt, well, first of all, it's good because you got your protein in there if you're doing a Greek yogurt, but it also gives it a bit of a tanginess, and it still helps stabilize that whole thing.
Oh, so I could have done, all right. So you can do a Greek yogurt instead of like the vanilla.
You can, whatever yogurt that you have. I just suggest either you do a plain one or a vanilla one because you don't want to incorporate too many flavors and you've got a whole party going on with your mojito that clashes with. All right, so we've got yogurt, we've got cream cheese, nice whipping, and then I'm adding in some powdered sugar.
Okay.
Now, you
That's
can
a half
do
a cup?
half a cup of powdered sugar. Now, you can do, the reason why I'm using powdered sugar is because it dissolves much quicker. If you also have like super fine sugar, you can use that as well. But you don't want to have graininess in your cream. You want it to be very soft and smooth. So the powdered sugar helps that I don't have to worry about. Oh, she's got it. Look at her, folks. She's doing it.
Getting those
Let me
biceps.
catch up with you. Hold on.
Whatever you come back into that, whatever you want.
There
You
we
can only
go.
see my face. It's very strange.
All right, so we have the powdered sugar in there, and then we can go with, let's start this mojito going. You want to do your lime first, or you want to do your rum extract?
I put them together already, so I've got my
Okay, I'm so behind you. Hold on.
That's all right. And I put the zest in there too. Is that cool? I don't know.
That is so cool. Let me catch up to you. So because the components of a mojito, if anybody watching who's never had one, it's mint, it's lime juice, and club soda and rum. So instead of doing actual rum, we did rum extract. And then I don't like to do the mint chopped up in there because for me, I want it to be smooth and creamy.
Yeah.
So I don't chop the mint up in there, but I'll do a little lime zest and then lime juice. Now, remember I told you earlier that you can, this is PG because it has rum extract, but you can do it adult style for 21 and older.
Oh.
You can make real rum. What you will do is make your cream mixture. You can put a splash of rum in here if you'd like. In
I
your
think I
cream.
will. Should I use like a spiced rum or a...
I just like a white rum for me. Just a plain white rum. Anything you have in there. Now you can do the rum in the cream with your cream cheese and your yogurt. Or what I really like to do is make the whole cocktail and add it to my fresh fruit.
Oh, that's like a sangria of mojito.
So
yeah.
when you have whatever your diced berries are, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, whatever, chop the mint in that, add your rum and a little bit of sugar, and what that do is start to draw the moisture out. You create almost like a syrup.
Wow. Okay.
How was that taste?
Tastes
Taste good?
Yeah.
Nice and creamy, not too sweet. I don't like desserts that are too sweet, that feel over, like just sugar to death. We don't want that. So now you have your cream. Oh, do y'all see this? Hold on. You know it's good when I gotta go like this. Oh, yes.
That was like sugar surging through my veins right there. I couldn't even control myself.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with that. And that means you got a reason to dance, so keep on dancing, okay? All right, so you have your cream. Do you have your berries, your strawberries, blueberries, whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, are they already sliced?
Yes, and I've been eating them the whole time.
Oh, that's the berries you've been eating. Okay. So slow down on that because we do need to actually use them in our mixture. All right. So I just toss them all together. Remember I said if you want to add sugar and rum to your fruit?
Yeah.
And actually make a mojito cocktail and mix it in. It'll create like this really cool syrup that you can layer in on top of your cake, and it just kind of runs together with everything. It's very good.
Crystal said I forgot about the kids when I added the rum. I was like, I've got more on the side. I can make more on the side for them.
But it's going to be a good night. Everybody's going to sleep real tight in that bed, I tell you. Everyone's going to be snoring with that one. But yeah, so, and you can use any type of berries. Once again, this is for our Memorial Day holiday, so we're doing red and blue. I got blueberries and strawberries. If you're making this any other time of year, I do this also as a tropical one. I do mango and pineapple, same mojito thing. Anything fruit you want to use, go for it. Okay.
Hi to
All right,
MC Silman, by the way, and to DP Mom. I just wanted to say thank you because people are being very nice, saying they love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you guys for tuning in and getting tipsy with us.
Yeah.
You are doing real rum. All right, and my pies are smelling really good. Like that is the key when you want people to come in your house. Like, what is that smell?
Yep.
Oh, they're and they
happening.
haven't exploded, which is good, which
That
means
is
you
good.
cut the edges perfectly. They're getting their color. That's when you invite people in, and it's like, oh my gosh, what is that smell? Have you been baking all day? Yes, I have.
So those
So
are
now-
those hand pies that we're going to get back to, but right now we're on the trifle.
Yes, and those hand pies, we're going to finish those off and christen those pies to where they need to be, okay? Because that's not the end of those pies, all right? Okay.
Beyond Sweet Potatoes, you were asking where you can find these recipes. They're on GMA on GoodMorningAmerica.com, and then you can also check out ChefJamika.com. She's got the recipes there.
Yes, please. And now we're going to start to build a trifle. And I want to talk to people real quick about doing a safe gathering for their holiday. So if you're planning on having people over, here's what I am doing. This is my choice. You do what you need to do. But my thing is I don't want to make people feel like they're forced to participate and I'm going to cram it down their throat to social distance. Like, you don't want to make it a thing. So I've kind of incorporated it to make it fun. So I have face coverings that I've provided, but they're red, white, and blue. So it's almost like you're putting on a party hat. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you walk in a party, people put the hat on you. I've kind of created that type of vibe. So you'll put on a face covering. It's like, oh, put this on. It's fun. It's colorful. It matches your outfit. Everybody's doing it. So that's one way you can kind of make people, or kind of get people their stuff without saying put it on or get out. Two, we're only inviting family that I know that's been quarantined, but they for a few days. But we're not doing any +1. So if you have that friend that we don't know coming over, that +1 cannot come.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no extras.
yes, no
And
extras.
no randoms. Like, where'd they been?
Like, I don't know your girlfriend from 2 weeks ago. I don't know her. Don't bring her to my thing. We don't know her today. She cannot come. And also I'm doing everything individual portions, which is why we're doing this trifle today. We're not doing anything family style. No one is serving themselves. What I'm doing is creating everything in to-go boxes, and I have little fun menus with everything written on there. So it's like ribs, barbecue chicken, and you write your name. You can check off what you want. You drop the menu in a basket. I pick it up, and I come inside, and I make your box. So I put everything. I put your name on the box. You come to the table. You take your food, so it's no interaction. You don't get to, yeah, it's almost like I've created a restaurant, but I keep people outside, and no one has to come inside and touch food and handles and all that kind of stuff. But they're still comfortable with the vibe that I'm presenting.
Right.
So I'm kind of forcing people to get involved, but not really. You know what I mean? So
before we go, Celapisco is asking about my dog. That's Brando. We adopted him at the beginning of all this, and we don't know what kind he is, but he's got a lot of lab in him for sure. And also, I love Tony's comments. He said he's not been doing the +1 for years, girl.
well, see, I like Tony. I don't like the people that show up. Oh, I brought 3 friends. Like, you didn't even RSVP. How do you show up and bring 3 more people? All right, so I have these glasses. These are my fun dessert glasses. Whatever you have fun at home, if it's wine glasses, you've got a cute little trifle glass there. If you want to set up so that everything is in disposables, you can do those plastic tumblers that you would put the lid on like you get for takeout. You can fill it up just like that. They eat and throw it away. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we will start with our pound cake.
Okay.
So this is a store-bought pound cake. It comes in the freezer section. I adore this all butter pound cake. I used to live on it as a kid. I just diced it up into small pieces. You can make it fun and cut it into rounds, the shape of the glass, whatever you want to do. It's your world. You have fun with it. But we'll start with cake because we want to then add the cream and let all of it kind of trickle down in the nooks and crannies of things to kind of soak all that up. And you're really just going to go as many layers as your glass can stand, right?
Okay.
So you'll add the cake. We have the cream. You can layer in nicely your strawberries, give them a nice little pizzazz, push them up against the glass so people can see it, whatever design you want to do. If you just want to throw it in there and keep layering it like a lasagna, you do whatever you want to do.
Like, how much of the cream are you doing more than 1 scoop in each time?
No, what you have there is fine because you're going to keep layering on. So
Okay.
you don't need to do a lot of cream because you're going to keep going back with an additional layer. My glasses are a little bit smaller.
Ooh,
So,
the pies are almost done.
uh-oh, it's almost showtime, people. And I love that we're doing 2 desserts and we can wait for one to cook.
Yeah.
Don't you just love that?
No, I feel like.
All right, so I have my fruit, and then we'll go in. If you want to go with another layer of cake, feel free.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with
heavy.
Yeah, I'm going to go fruit heavy as well. I'm going to go fruit and then a little bit of cream on top to finish. Oh, that's perfect. And you can garnish with a little strawberry or blueberry just so that people know what kind of fruit is in there.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of covered up. Make it nice and pretty. And then we can't have a mojito without fresh mint.
Yeah.
So then we just do a little garnish. I always say garnish is a nice accessory. I accessorize myself. I accessorize my food. Oh, I like yours are big, Ginger. I like that. I got these tiny.
You are not
I got
walking
these
away.
tiny skinny girl glasses. I need your tall glasses.
Hold on. My pies are done.
Oh, take them out and just rest them on the counter. We're going to get back to those pies in like 2 seconds. And then once you're done assembling your trifle, you just let them chill until you're ready to serve.
Okay.
So that was the easiest dessert. I mean, we didn't even have to plug anything in. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
All right, so.
I feel very, like, I don't know that I've ever done, feel this domestic, and this isn't really even cooking, like you said. Like,
It's not. And that's what a lot of my recipes, I make sure that every recipe that I put on my website or that I create or do on TV is that it's easy, it's fun, it's a great twist on something, and it's affordable. Like I use items that you would have in your pantry or you can easily get. I don't believe in sending people out of their way for stuff or having people cook and stir pots for hours on end. I don't have time like that, and I wouldn't make you do that either.
right.
So they're very easy. And I describe my food. I mean, my family, I was born in Alabama, so I'm a Southern girl.
Where
my
in
family,
Alabama?
Montgomery.
Ah, because I spent
Yes.
time in Birmingham, and I've got friends.
Oh, wow. All right. You know the question, Roll Tide or War Eagle? That's
I have to
if
do
you don't
Roll
pick a
Tide,
team-
because that's what they all do.
Oh, you have to pick Roll Tide. See, I like them. If you pick War Eagle, it's a fight. But it's college football if you don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, so you have these pretty things here. But my family is from the Caribbean, so I always merge the two worlds with Caribbean and Southern. Like that's what I'm classically trained to prepare any type of cuisine, but my go-to is Caribbean and Southern. So,
Got it.
and I always say it's where Caribbean heat meets Southern sweet, and that's also my personality. You never know which one you're gonna get with me. But yeah, so I have lots of fun fusion type recipes that you're like, I didn't even think I could do something like that. Like it's those type of, wow, those kind of recipes is what I create. Like
You know what I made with my friend Juanita the other day, who's my hairstylist, really, but I did a live because she made brown stewed chicken. She had me make that, a Jamaican dish, and it was so good.
When you can, here's the two things. When you can brown stew chicken and jerk a chicken to the proper heat level, you are officially considered one of the Jamaicans, yes.
Yeah.
It was so funny. That was my husband's initiation to say that he wanted to marry me. Because my father was like, oh, he wants to marry you, you have to taste my jerk chicken. If you can't take the heat, he can't take my daughter.
I like that rule.
Yeah, so he was sitting there sweating like, I have to finish this because I really want to marry you. So that was his initiation into the family. All right, so your pies are done. Put your trifles in the refrigerator so they can chill. Your mojito trifles, so they're PG. You can make them more than G rated if you'd like by adding a spice rum. Oh, that's nice. No, I like it. All right. So yeah, so you're going to let those chill as long as you can. I wouldn't do it overnight just because you don't want the cake to get soggy.
Yeah.
But a few hours ahead and you're good to go.
Okay.
Nice and chill dessert after you eat all your food for the holiday. Okay?
Yeah.
So now your pies are done, right, my dear?
Yes, they are.
Let me check my phone. Where are you? Woohoo! Pies looking good. Pies looking good. You guys see my pies? Ooh. Give me the hearts if you can
Nice.
see these.
Yeah.
Not beauties. Nice and golden brown. Perfect. Now, if you have any that explode, that's for you to eat. Okay, that's Now, by all means, if you remember which one was red and which one was blue, you can eat these pies straight out of the oven just like this.
Yeah.
Nice and hot. You can break them open. They're perfect hand pies like this. If you want to take them up a notch and make them ice cream hand pies, like I know you do. Now, I don't know if you can do this right now because yours are really hot.
Too hot, yeah.
Yours are hot, but I will show everybody out there. I made pies earlier today that I cooled. And you simply take some vanilla ice cream, whatever brand you like. You'll take your pie. You'll take a scoop.
Yep. And if anybody has any questions, now's the time, because we got Chef Jamika Pessoa with us, and we just made the hand pie ice cream sandwiches she's showing you. The recipes are on GoodMorningAmerica.com and on ChefJamika.com, and then that Mojito berry trifle.
So you have a scoop of ice cream. You don't need a lot. My ice cream's a little bit soft. You're going to sandwich the two together, wrap them in plastic wrap, and then let them freeze together.
Okay.
I put mine in the freezer. Let me show you what I got.
Because I'm going to do that. That's happening. And for the cream, someone's just asking, the cream was a reduced fat cream cheese and a yogurt.
And yogurt.
Mix.
Vanilla yogurt, or you can do plain yogurt if you don't want all the sugar.
Flavored with either rum or rum extract to make it PG, and then some lime and lime zest.
Yes. But if you are at home and you want a spirited dessert, you add that white rum all day long, okay? You're at home, nobody's there with you, it doesn't matter. So now I have mine that I froze earlier. I put them in plastic wrap with vanilla ice cream, and then it comes out, boom, boom, boom.
That looks
and
great.
Pies, nicely frozen. The fun thing is when you cut them or you take your bite, it's going to be red or blue ice cream and then your other flavor. So it's a red, white, and blue dessert on the inside here. So let me see if I can show you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, if you can't, this is where you would have to hide those pies, because if your family sees those pies ahead of time, those pies are
There's
gone.
no
They're
ice
not
cream
gonna make it
sandwich.
to the freezer. But see what I have there? I've got red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
They're festive ice cream hand pies. See?
Love them. Great
Mm.
work. Thank you, Chef Jamika. This is so much fun. You know I already got my dance going. I'm going to keep it going and we are going to have these desserts. And we rarely have nice dessert like this. Like, usually we have a square of chocolate, and that's about it. So the kids are in for a treat, because they're going to have
didn't
ice
even break
cream
a
ham
sweat.
pie.
We made 2 desserts and didn't break a sweat.
Yeah, we did.
It's so simple. So everybody at home, try these for the holiday or any time of the year, any weeknight meal. Delicious. And
go to chefjamika.com. Jamika, thank you so much. I'm sure Ben says goodbye and says his love. He ran outside with the kids. So,
well, feed the kids, enjoy your night, put some real rum in there, and think of me when you're having fun tonight.
You know I will.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Follow me, Chef Jamika.
Follow Chef Jamika.